Hey, this real lifestyle raps though. That's where I be at. I'm always working, so never no need to talk about it. I love the music, I use it, don't wanna live without it. I wake up early, but lay in bed with my eyes closed. I meditate about soul shows and new clothes.
What's up, world? It's Action Fredo, aka Alfredo Peters.
What's up, world? It's your boy LC, you heard.
And this is Higher Faculty, episode 1 officially.
Say 1? Oh, episode 1. What's up?
I kind of made a name for myself as a videographer, which is not the correct term for me.
I consider myself a lot of things, man. You know, I kind of battle with that sometimes. I do a little bit of everything.
I consider myself a filmmaker. Don't want to overthink it. I'll just call myself a creator. I'm a guy who likes film, like music.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm just a creative messenger. My life's dream is to create a platform, not only for myself, but for other people who kind of feel stuck creatively. I grew up on hip hop. My dad is a music head, man. Shout out to Pops. I remember being young and he had a Jetta and he had a sound system, and I would be in the back and he would be having it blasting. And I always loved that, just to feel in the vibrations. That's when I really fell in love with music.
No, I was raised by my mother, and she would always have some R&B playing in the car. And I remember those days where we didn't have the Bluetooth. We didn't have the aux cord, we just had the good old radio, man. And I would listen to old school 90s R&B, man, and then that was just the vibes for me.
So I was always like, Tupac, Biggie, I Got 5 on it, just hip hop. We were out there in Cali. But my sister, on the other hand, she introduced me to alternative music. And from there, I started to sway genre-wise. And I remember being young, and I don't know what it was. It was like some kind of HBO on demand. My mom had bought some kind of cable package. And I got a hold of Coldplay, The Scientist. I kid you not, I watched that music video probably for 3 hours straight. And if you watch that video, it's backwards. It's actually very interesting. It's like a car crash in it and everything. But I just fell in love with alternative music to the point to where I like it more than rap. But ultimately, my number one is just instrumental music. I'm constantly just listening to jazz type instrumentals, more cool, laid back type stuff. And then I had my dubstep phase in college. So a little bit of everything.
And then I got a brother that's 10 years older than me, and he was real heavy in hip hop. He was listening to Nas and Jay-Z and some of the hip hop legends. So as a kid, I was just getting all of this good music and I was just soaking it all in, and it stuck with me. I don't think I would ever stop listening to hip hop music. Like, it's just a part of me. However, like nowadays, I'm listening to less rap. I like guitar music in general. I remember as a kid, like my dad played in a band in his early life, and he had albums back in the day, like actual album vinyl records. And I remember me and my sister throwing his albums down the basement steps and like shattering his life's work. And that was like something I really didn't understand at the time. But it's thinking back, like my father has always been musically inclined, man. He's a beast on the guitar. I got my first guitar on my 18th birthday, and I've always loved guitar music. And in the back of my mind, somehow I feel like I need to help my father get his music back. But I'm a pretty good artist, like on pencil and paper. And in high school, I actually went to a tech school for graphic design. Like, I wanted to do something with drawing.
I've been involved in music my whole life. I remember I wrote my first rap in 6th grade, didn't do anything with it. Came back around like freshman year in high school, was making actually some hot mixtapes. If anybody has a copy, please mail me one.
And then I got stuck in a video class because the art class was full. I just stuck with it, man. Shout out Mr. Ginter at Butler Tech. He taught me the foundations of how to make films and do video.
In college, I took it a little more seriously, and then I recently just dropped an album, Self-Reparation, last year. So I'm out there, and I plan to do more. Space. And I know that's a crazy answer, but like I've always wanted to go to space. I know that I would be terrified and claustrophobic to get into like a space shuttle and go up there, but I would love to see the world all at once. Now, realistically speaking, I would probably have to say, I do want to go to Greece. I want to go to Rome. So I'd probably go there. I want to see the Colosseum. I think that'd be pretty sweet.
I don't know if I can compete with space, man. That was a good answer. I'd probably say Egypt, man. See the pyramids, see the Sphinx, see all that ancestral history stuff, man. You know, I've been looking into that stuff, man, and it's just a place I feel like at some point I would have to go. And if I had the opportunity, I definitely.
It would, song-wise, I've always heard myself just on a world-changing track with Coldplay, man. Them is my #1 guys, bro.
Ryan Coogler, he's a director. He directed Black Panther. He directed Fruit Valve Station. He directed Creed.
Besides that, I would say Andre 3000, man. He's just so unique. And I actually listened to a recent interview with him, and some of the things that he was saying, it just like really, really touched me in a sense of like, man, he's no different than me. Like when they were down there in the dungeon and they were creating their best content to where he's at now, he's like, you know, I'll just grab an instrument and just play in the park. He's like, I really don't want to rap anymore. I've been on stages with hundreds of thousands of people and I just feel that piece missing. And I kind of was like, dang, that's kind of how I feel just with my everyday life. So, you know, some of these celebrities are no different than we are. And look at his life. He had a life full of letting his creativity out. So I would love to just sit down with him and just vibe, man. We wouldn't have to do a track. We could just talk, you know, just hear stories.
I haven't seen African-American directors on that scale. Like his work is just phenomenal, man. And I feel like I'm just excited to see what he does in the future. And you know, if I ever had the opportunity to like produce or write or do anything with him, like that would be like epic.
This is one idea that I had that I plan on calling Discover Weekly. I don't know how it started, but I have a unique playlist of what I would call instrumental music. They're not beats. These are actual songs on Spotify. So this one is called See You by Ixon. So as an artist, you know, a lot of people, they write verses and then find the beats. Some people hear the beats. I fall into the beat, man. Like a lot of times I have to hear the beat. So I've just been writing to these songs. We're going to see if we can email them and maybe just put it out for free content. But if not, man, just shout out to Ixon. It's IKSON. And this one is called See You. This is what I wrote for him. Hey, this real lifestyle raps though. That's where I be at. I'm always working, so never no need to talk about it. I love the music, I use it, don't wanna live without it. I wake up early, but lay in bed with my eyes closed. I meditate about soul shows and new clothes. Nice pics, new Nike kicks. I'm in the field after the field and it makes me sick. A draft pick, but I pick drafts and then crash. It's all about the money, I hate math, but love cash, so let's dash. Keep a stash, trim my stash, swerve and dash, clean like my dad, I'm pulling up in the past. I hit the streets hard, park it, never on the push start, but I keep it pushing, no leather on the cushion. Space shuttle got him looking, time to see what Leo cooking. Don't try and play me if you ain't trying to book him. New tats on my body, a hobby that I'm accustomed to. Set the target, head to the farm so I can bust a few. This ball, we touch knuckles, I only trust a few. Send a voice message, I'm trying to hear what's up with you. Come shop with the homie, we spending more than $1 or $2. Hit the west coast, do the most with all my buckaroos. I touch down, spread my wings and sing out. I'm still the flyest in your whole town. I'm from the Midi, so I treat this like my hometown. I touch down, spread my wings and sing out. I'm still the flyest in your whole town. I'm from the Midi, so I treat this like my hometown. So where the hoes at? I need a water change. You think I'm doing things, I'm always moving things. You steady proving things, but never for yourself. I think you need some help, know where to get it. Where the hoes at? I need a water change. You think I'm doing things, I'm always moving things. You steady proving things, but never for yourself. I think you need some help, know where to get it. That's it. It's a wrap. Yes, sir.